Hello, everyone. We are back with some more reviewing of Battlefield 6 in this alpha gameplay. Once again, this is not my gameplay. This is Gamer Highness. You guys can go check him out. He has over 67,000 views and 23 hours ago. And he's saying, is it better than Call of Duty in 2025? So, turn this down a little bit. So, I have been seeing on Twitter that people have been talking about the sliding and slide council mechanic, how it's a skill gap issue, and so forth, and saying that, casual players sometimes just have, I guess, just really basic ideas or don't want to develop their skills in the game. Personally speaking, I'm a casual player and I used to be hardcore dive into Battlefield, mainly Battlefield 4, not Battlefield 2042. I wouldn't mind the slide mechanic, but as long as it's not like how Call of Duty's slide mechanic is. Because everybody knows in Call of Duty, there's some of the best close quarter combat players, and everybody loves sliding in that game. I feel like if they were to bring this sliding mechanic in Battlefield 6, just let it be a slide. Don't let it be a run slide cancel or run slide cancel jump, because everybody knows Battlefield is notoriously known for its chaos, kind of cheesy gameplay, but nobody doesn't want to play a game that feels like Call of Duty, because Battlefield 2042 definitely, I felt like they looked at Call of Duty and said, okay, where they're doing X, Y, and Z, we're gonna try to do that, but in our own way, and so forth. So, like, for instance, right? Let's say if this guy was the run across. Let's say if he used the run and it was a. Okay, let's do an example, right? So let's say if this guy, let's say if there was a guy right here, an enemy player where my mouse cursor is at, right? And let's say he is right here in this position, as you can see right here. He has a friendly, a squad mate right here, and so forth. I wouldn't mind having the sliding mechanic to run and slide to get over to cover so I could be a harder target. But if it's like how Call of Duty runs slide council and somehow this guy wins and beats that other guy, it's just like, okay, what the heck? Like, come on now. You gotta apply some physics to the game, you know, like, or run, slide, and like he just run and slide and gets over there. There's no need to be trying to run, slide, and jump. Like, you need to different need to be different. Like, let Battlefield be Battlefield, let Call of Duty let be Call of Duty. But that's just one of the main things I wanted to talk about, because I actually just recently saw this on Twitter, and this will be a second video that I will be posting. But as we can see, this is 23 hours ago. I don't know if they made any updates to the server, but shout out to this guy and shout out to all the people who are actually able to show us Battlefield 6. And once again, this is this guy's YouTube channel. I'm not claiming this video as mine. This is all him, all his work. Go support him, go support his channel. And no, I'm not paid to sponsor him. I just like watching this guy's gameplay, and along with other players who play the game, because you want to see people of different skill. Now this guy right here is he knows what he's doing. You can tell this guy's experienced Battlefield player, just like the other guy that we watched in my first video. So we're just watching him. He is on high alert. This man's in the zone. Oh, a little bit of hit registry, or either just the hip fire on that weapon was just terrible. So you see that, right? You see that, right? Let's go back just a tad bit. You saw this, right? Just a tad bit, a little bit more. This guy right here. So he's already in the open, right? Now, this is what I mean by, like, sometimes in Call of Duty players will run and jump, to make themselves a harder target. So you see how he ran, he jumped, he made himself a harder target. That's cool, you know, that mechanics is pretty cool. I'm okay with that. He tried to make himself a harder target by jumping, but to be honest with you, like, why are you jumping right there? You're just wasting, you know, energy. Just go ahead and go down. But yeah, he was just out in the open. Poor positioning. The team just got overran and so forth. Man, this guy is losing by 600 tickets, but heck, he's enjoying the game, and I like that. So, right here, boom, right there. You see that? He went prone. That's cool. And so forth. I wonder if he can actually crawl underneath that truck right there. He possibly could have. Nice. So far, I'm liking Battlefield 6. It's looking like Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 3, the vibes and the gameplay, and so forth, you know? So, I haven't really seen somebody try and do a running slide on this game. I don't think they do. Is this an LMG? Oh, this is an LMG. That thing, either this guy's really good at controlling the recoil, or either he is just, yeah. Okay, he's playing with a sniper. Okay, I like this guy. We get to see some different weapons instead of assault rifles and stuff. Damn, he is hitting his shots. Woo. Now, there's some speculation talk that how in Battlefield 6, the alpha test, that when you shoot a sniper, there's like a little white streak that follows after the bullet and kind of exposes your position. A lot of people are against it and saying, hey, they should just have the glint or the glare from the scope in the sun if you're looking in that direction possibly to see this sniper. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Oh. Okay, a little bit delayed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather have it to where like how Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's just my old personal taste on like the physics and destruction. You know, you shoot a grenade against the RPG against the wall, boom, it just opens up. But you know, from that example, he shot the wall once and then twice, so the wall crumbled after the second time because he must have weakened the foundation of the wall. I could take that. I actually like that. So this guy, he just so was that a slide? Was he trying to do a miniature slide right there? Hold up. So he's running. No, he just fell down in a ditch. He fell down in a little crater in a hole, not a ditch. But personally speaking, like right there, you saw how he was getting shot at, right? Like, I think it's right here, right? So, like, he was getting shot at from the back right there. Boom. If he would have ran and slide, I would have liked that mechanic. Right there, that's fine. Like, because let's be honest, right? You see it in action movies and like war movies or movies with guns where the guy's running and sliding and shooting, right? You're not seeing some guy do it like in Call of Duty is, which is run, slide, canceling, and jumping. You know, he like that's just like kind of not possible, you know. I mean, it may be possible in real life if you can all honestly do that, but people know that Battlefield is known for its realism, physics, gameplay. It has this sort of cheesy and funny moments that make it comical, but Battlefield is just known for its, you know, chaos, realistic physics, and destructive nature. So, yeah, but the purpose of this video is just to look at some more of Battlefield 6 and talk about that on Twitter, you know, and so forth. Man, these guys are not paying attention. They're just running up and not noticing this guy. He got a free like 2 to 3 kills right there. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, nice. I love that mechanic. I love that mechanic in Battlefield Battlefield 6 so far, where you could pull a player back. I wish they could have been did that. Because back then, you used to just, once you get knocked down, you just stayed right there. You couldn't move or anything. So right there, that like if he was able to slide, that would have been okay. But like slide, cancel, jump, and then be able to turn around and take this guy out, because Call of Duty players, like I was saying, Call of Duty players are notoriously known for that. So let's say you see that guy, right? He came down, right? He tried, he looked, he was like, okay, it looks pretty clear. He ran, then he jumped to try to make himself to be a harder target to hit. So now the thing is that if he was playing, if it had a slide mechanic in, kind of like in Call of Duty and so forth, if he was to slide, then jump, or slide cancel and turn his like cursor to this guy right here, I feel like yes, that's a skill that you practice. That's a skill that you've done over and over again, and you're not abusing it. You're using it. But to me, I feel like in Battlefield, it's just like that's Call of Duty feeling, man. Like this is not Call of Duty. This is a Battlefield. Like this applies a little bit more realism. So like if he was to like run, slide, and possibly look to his left and was shooting while sliding, cool. I'm okay with that. But, that's just one thing that we're talking about in this video. The main thing we're talking about is mechanics in this video. But, because there's a lot of people actually doing some old Battlefield mechanics, which is where, like, okay, they don't have the slide action feature in this game. So, in order to, like, run across heavy enemy fire, you're going to have to either have the utility like smoke grenades to block the enemy's field of view, or you're just going to have to like run and how that, like we saw a couple of seconds ago, jump to make yourself a harder target to hit. Because as a casual player, you know even me, I don't have the best aiming. It would be kind of hard for even me to be like, okay, he's jumping. Whoa, okay, I gotta control like my aim to kind of like to stay focused on him because he's jumping, as opposed to he's just running across and I can just move my mouse left and right. Because when you're shooting, playing on PC or controller, you move the right now stick to the left. Like say if the enemy is coming from the right, he's running to the left. It's easy to move left to right, but if he's going from left to right up to the left, like jumping up and still going to the left with his momentum, it's a little bit harder to control. But so far, this guy's okay. It looks like they fixed the reload mechanic. Looks like they touched that up because I haven't really seen no invisible magazines reloads from the other guy in his video. So I don't know if they updated in this alpha patch or something, but yeah. I wish I was able to get in on the alpha patch. It would have been awesome. Okay, hold up now. Was he missing every shot or just no registry? No hit registry. Oh, wow. Hold up. So that literally... Oh, there was no hit registry. They gotta fix that. Look at that. He's clearly shooting him. He's clearly shooting him. He's clearly shooting him right there. So, of course, this is alpha. They gotta touch that up. Because that guy, he should have been dead. Like, he should have been dead right then and there sooner. So, of course, they touching up on that, Oh boy. See, you guys saw that little... I like how this guy's playing with different... Oh, that was an invisible magazine right there, load right there, I believe. So, yeah. I'm glad that this guy's playing different weapons. We're seeing them... You see that, right? You see that? A lot of people on Twitter are talking about this little white streak because... how snipers shoot and they leave this little white streak which exposes your position as a sniper. personally speaking, I would say do get rid of that because you're playing a sniper. As a sniper, meaning that people are not supposed to find where you're sniping them at, but you can see them. That's the goal of being a sniper, just in general. Being very discreet, well hidden, and spying on your enemies, and then, just landing killer headshots or just, deadly shots on the enemy team. So yeah, they definitely need to fix that because that's kind of like exposing, your position. I love the sound effects, like how it echoes. I like that sound effect. I like that mechanic. Nice hurdle. Now, did he take any damage from hurdling? The grunting noise was pretty cool. I actually like that. I actually like that grunting noise. I like that grunting noise when he jumped down and he landed on his feet. I don't remember in other Battlefield games. He said, I don't remember in other Battlefield games where you jump or hurdle or you jump down from somewhere, your character will grunt, But if they are getting hit, they will say that. So far in this game, I haven't heard this guy's like squad mate saying, "Oh, I'm getting hit. Oh, I'm getting lit up." I think I would like that back because in Battlefield like Bad Company 2, when you play online and stuff, like when you get hit, sometimes players be like, "Oh shit, I'm getting lit up, boys! Help, medic!" I think that would probably be cool to add that back, but if they don't add that back, that's still okay. This gun has some amazing hip fire. Okay, that was some really good. This guy's he's really good at Battlefield. He knows how to play this game. He knows how to play it. Careful. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. So I like that mechanic. That was pretty cool. You saw how he went prone? So he went prone. I like that. I like that mechanic right there. That applies some a little bit more realism and physics. So when he went down, instead of like just flattening down, he actually went and he looked like, okay, I'm gonna lay with my one leg down, boom. You see that? It's like he fell like, okay, left leg, right leg is following me. I hit the ground a little bit. My aiming and my vision shakes a little bit, but boom, okay, I reset my weapon. I actually like that. I actually like the mechanics of that and the physics. That's actually really good. I actually like that a lot. Woo! These people are not paying attention. They're just running in. That was an unexpected kill. Alright, so we're actually going to conclude that video right here. But if you guys want to go check out this guy playing Battlefield 6, please go check out this guy right here. But we will see you guys in the next one. And we will upload this to YouTube right now.